I can never make someone do something against their will. Now there's only a few different type of people that I cannot hypnotize today, and that's anyone who has any wrist, elbow, or shoulder, or neck pain. Are you guys okay with all that?
Yeah, because otherwise
Anyone who has any mental disorders or physical disabilities associated with the arm or neck, or simply anybody who does not want to experience hypnosis today. So just as long as you're okay with all that stuff, you can go ahead and continue. First, I'm going to have all of you put your left arm straight out in front of your body with the palms facing up, just like that, perfectly. And then I'm going to have you put your right arm with the palm facing down, just like that. Make sure they're perfectly even now, okay? And then once they're perfectly even, go ahead and close your eyes. And I'll have you imagine that there is a big, heavy 12-pound bowling ball in that left hand. And that 12-pound bowling ball is driving down to the very core of the earth, becoming heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. Driving down, floating down, 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 down. And the heavier that left hand becomes, you can begin to imagine if there's a bright helium bouquet of balloons tied around that right wrist or that right middle finger. A bright bouquet of helium balloons wrapped around that right wrist or that right finger. A bright bouquet of helium balloons wrapped around that right wrist or that right middle finger, drifting and floating, floating and drifting with each breath in and each breath out, and up, and up, and up, and up. That's good. That's very good. And the lighter that bouquet of balloons becomes, the heavier that 10 to 12-pound bowling ball becomes, driving down to the very core of the earth with each breath in and each breath out. That arm can continue driving down to the very center of the earth. And the farther down that arm drifts, the better you feel, because you can allow relaxation to begin to flow up through that arm. The heavier that arm becomes, the lighter those bouquet of balloons become, lifting and rising, rising and lifting with each breath in and each breath out, drifting and floating, floating and drifting. That's right, just like that. Now I'd like everyone just to take a moment to open their eyes and see that gap that they've got going there. And you can go ahead and shake out any tension that may be remaining in the arms. Closer, 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 closer. Continue focusing on the idea of that. I'll have you go ahead and do the same. Focus on the hand. As soon as you're thinking of a very good mental image of that hand, you can close the eyes, imagining that that hand is a very powerful electromagnet, and your hands are two steel plates pulling and tugging it closer and closer and closer with each breath in and each breath out. Go ahead and get a good mental image of that hand in your mind's eye. And once you have it, close the eyes down. And imagine that your hands are steel plates pulling and tugging, tugging and pulling closer and closer and closer and closer. And the moment that you feel your hands touch, you can allow yourself to enter a state of hypnosis that's comfortable for you being in today. And only for the purpose of hypnosis, and only with your permission, whenever we use the number 0 or the word sleep, you can allow yourself to drift down to a state of hypnosis that's comfortable for you or deeper. Sleep, going down to 5, going down to 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All the way down, 2, 1, 0. Just focus on your own breath, each breath in and each breath out, drifting and floating down into hypnosis. Sleep, way down deep, each breath in and each breath out, drifting and floating all the way down, moving down to 5, down to 4, down to 3, down with 2, down with 1, all the way down, 2, 1, 0. Way down deep, focusing on each breath in and each breath out, allowing each breath in and each breath out. Continue drifting you down a little bit more deeper and completely. Then 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's right. You're all doing very well. Very well. Continuing to tugging closer and closer and closer and closer. And you can just allow your awareness to drift and float somewhere in between all the noises that you can hear, including my voice and the murmurs outside. It's okay to allow the vibrations to move into your mind as you allow your awareness to drift somewhere in between everything. In this wonderful euphoric state of hypnotic trance. Sleep, down to 5, down to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, down to 0. All the way down deep, 2, 1, 0. Way down. Focusing on each breath. The eyes remain stuck closed. So loose, grip, and relaxed that it feels like they just don't want to work right now. Even if you were trying to test them as you look through that light at the top of your head, holding up the eyes to look up through that window of my head, you'll find that even if you try to test the eyes, they just want to stay closed together. And if you try to lift them up with the eyebrows, they'll just stay closed. You can try to test them now, but they just stay closed. You can try to test them, but they just stay closed. And as they continue to stay closed, you can allow yourself to relax even more deeply and allow that relaxation to continue floating all the way down the body, all the way down into each and every muscle with each breath in and each breath out, drifting and floating and drifting. And trying to do that very well, very well. And rolling the eyes up, imagining there's a window up here through the top of the head, allowing the eyelids to be totally loose and limp. And I can see you already trying to open the eyelids, but you can allow them just to relax even more deeply and completely, allowing that same quality of relaxation to spread down throughout the whole body. Down, down. Now we're moving on to full arm catalepsy. So I'd like for you just to imagine that your arm has been encased in plaster. And that plaster is making that arm stiff and rigid like an iron bar. So stiff and rigid that it becomes locked at the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and the hand. So stiff and rigid it becomes locked tight at the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and hand. So locked tight that even if I try to push down on that arm right now, it'll just want to stay up. It's so locked tight that even if I try to push down on your arm, it'll just stay way up in the air, locked tight at the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist. It's so locked tight that even if you try to lower it right now, you just want to stay up in the air. Even if you try to lower it right now, it just wants to stay up in the air. And only at the rate and speed that you can allow yourself to drift down 10 times yourself. Drift down even more completely and deeply down to 4. Sleep all the way down 5, down 4, down 3, down 2, down 1, down 0. That's right. All the way down 2, 1, 0. Now ride that horse, ride that horse, ride that horse, ride faster. You want to get there quicker. Yeah, that's right. And the faster you ride, the better you feel. Maybe you can feel the wind blowing through your hair. Maybe you can feel the grass that you're going through. Ride that horse. Good job. Good job. Ride that horse. You're going faster and faster. Oh, watch out for that cliff. Watch out for that cliff. Jump over that log. Jump over that log. That's right. That's right. Go, go, go. Faster, faster, faster. Ride that horse. Ride that horse. Ride that horse. You've got that. You've got.
The question actually would be to one of the participants. How do you feel? Kind of wild. And I can. Did you use an essence or anything?
No. So your lead sense might be olfactory. And when we're in the hypnotic state, all of our senses are heightened. So if your lead sense is olfactory, which is smell, then you would be picking up on smells first.
I feel super relaxed, and I'm just wondering also, can you train yourself to get deeper, like into trance?
Yeah, every time you experience heterohypnosis, you can allow yourself to go deeper.